Hello everyone, we meet again. Right now we have the Mesa Mark V in our chopping bench. Like usual, pretty much typical Mesa engineering, but compared to the Mark V Mini, this is still too very much cramped real estate. I already attached some cables just to make things faster so I can get to the board. This one come in with problems that all supplies in the front channel not working, but all filaments in the tubes glowing perfectly, and no power supply as well. So very much the problem, very likely pretty much the same as the Mark V Mini we serviced the other day. This power supply is governed by the low voltage supply around the 12 volts from the voltage regulator. I've detached this as well. I made some checkings that in the plus terminals in this electrolytics were 0. So otherwise, after dismantling the preamp tubes, I also checked it with a continuity tester that between ground and V1, I've taken the tubes out. Before I take this 3-terminal voltage regulator, the LM2940, when this was attached, the pin 4 and pin 5 is short-circuited. So I'm gonna take the whole board and check this 2 electrolytics for shorts. If not, I have to find a problem somewhere else. But just like in the Mark V Mini, the problem lies in the these tantalums electrolytics being short-circuited. One in the power supply section, the same as this. But it turned out to be that this full-size Mark V have different board arrangement, so there's no way for me but to juggle around this board and check the whole tantalum capacitors for a start. Well, you know that this Randall Smith piece of assembly is very little to zero regard for service at all. So you might very likely watching me ranting again and again. Brace yourself, guys. So as I found out when I measured according to the schematics in the filaments of the V1 and the V5 here, V1 and V2, pin 4 and 5, if this electrolytics is short-circuited, it should be sounding continuously in the continuous tester. Nasty. That's it. But after a while, see, it turns off again. So that means this capacitor is still charging perfectly, being high in capacity, 10,000 microfarads, 16 volts. So there's nothing wrong with this cap. This is 2. When I measured it in between the negative and the positive in the bridge rectifiers, no shorts whatsoever. While I am measuring the capacities with this one, take a while. Okay, that's spot on. 10 millifarads, which corresponds to 10,000 microfarad. So there's nothing wrong with this cap. Shucks. Let's measure this one as well. Might take a while too. Alright, it's around 6.095 millifarad, or pretty much spot on still, around 6,000 microfarads. So there's nothing wrong with that too. Okay. Right now, I gotta measure the LM2940 and see it might be shorted or there's no connection there as well. So that means it is likely the 2940, the LM2940 is still good, but when these leads are soldered back, I got the continuity beeping, so that means short circuits, but I don't know. I'll be back doing some measuring while I can. No problem at all. Okay, I have checked all the tantalum capacitors here. All seems to be in order. No short circuits like the one we found in the Mark V Mini last time. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna flip the board and check it from there. Here's an update on soldering this LM2940, basically a 7812 voltage regulator, and hack the channel switching circuit via a separate power supply. Sorry for that grinding thing, noisy. I'm gonna hack the channel switching through the regulator here. This is the positive, and let's turn on. There you go. We have power inside. Let me take that out again. See? We have power, but not completely. And as you can hear as well, when I'm switching channels, the relays are all clicking down. But I don't have channel indicators going on, so at least it is a step of progress. Let's go delve more into the rat's nest that is Mesa Boogie. Fine engineering. Yeah, right. Yeah, and also along the way I found out that the fan was busted because I tried to supply it separately through the power supply as well. And weirdly, now it's turning, which I thought is busted. So the fan works okay, and it's not the fan. So the fan's working perfectly, and we are left even more confused. There's voltages here, but after the rectifier, there is no voltage at all, especially after these voltage regulators. So hence my hacking into these regulator circuits. Okay, I'm gonna give you more progress after this. Okay, as I examined further, I found that when I replaced the diodes, the ones that regulates the low voltage, it was measured good, but in the circuit it's not. So I ended up replacing those diodes with the new ones, and that seems to be to solve the problem. And turns out it is, because once I put everything back in the circuit, everything seems to be in order, all voltages are good, and everything is measured well. So I'm gonna be closing this Mark V for repair, and here we are, having the channels turn back again. Channel 2, channel 1, 2, 3, and this is the foot switch mode. There you go, channel 1, channel 2, channel 3, as well as the EQ, this, turn on as well on every channel, and the mute button, so everything goes well. Alright, let's go to play test. Let's not wait any longer. Let's go. Why don't we go to clean channels first? Channel 2. Channel 3. Arc. Sorry, Randall. This sucks. Doesn't sound that good, you say. These EQs in the drive channels are our pre-drive EQ, so hence Mesa having this graphic equalizers. And this pre-EQ didn't shape much of the sound, to be honest. Okay, playtest is done, I guess, pretty much. And that concludes the Mesa Boogie Mark V service be seeing you in another amp. Hopefully not this kind of amp again. Thank you very much.